Okay, hopefully, hopefully we're finally streaming. I've been trying to get this to work for like the last hour. Um, Let me just check in on one thing here. Okay, we should be going, I hope. Um, I have no idea whether or not we're actually streaming. Um, there have been some issues with just just OBS Studio in general, and so I've been trying to get it to work for an hour. It looks like it finally might be, but it's not. It's not showing up on the YouTube app. All right. Well, we're gonna assume it's working. Hopefully, um, just because it looks like it is. Uh, all right. Well, we're gonna jump right into the first game and just assume that it's working. Um, if if you are able to watch this, if you can comment, just so that because I don't know whether or not it's live. So, um, let me actually message someone to see if he can hop on and make sure the stream is coming across okay. All right. So he picked Inferno Dragon. So we are gonna need an air card. I guess we'll pick Little Prince for air, and then probably we'll take Spirit Empress as well. I think for our win condition we might end up going. Okay. Um. Honestly, we're just gonna go minor as our win condition, just to maybe keep it a little bit slimmer of a deck. We do have cannon for the Ram Rider, so hopefully hopefully we do okay. I don't know what kind of lightningable cards he has though. Oh, that's not ideal. I guess we'll log just to prevent a hit, and that's not a bad defense. We do defend. He's probably gonna go minion horde on this, so we'll just get the little prince ready. and then we'll go Miner to, okay. And he's going to want to kill that, which is totally fine. And I think we'll elect not to lightning that. Just go with this and a cannon instead. And that's pretty good. It's a good defense. We're up just by a little bit of damage, and I think if we have to spell cycle, I don't know that he has a big spell, so we might be all right if it comes to that. And Little Prince is still just chipping away. He's got the, he's just going full on. He fully charged up, so he was able to take out the minion horde. And we'll lightning that. And go with a Prince again. And I think we can rely on this to defend. So we'll just go with a Miner to kind of keep the press up. And I... definitely should have logged that as well. And I think that, yeah, that's gonna connect as well. The Ram Riders are starting to get through for him. Don't really know what that Mighty Miner was. And he is going to do that in the back, so we'll just... I don't really know why we logged that, but... We're looking pretty good so far. We'll go with this to hopefully protect the Little Prince. And then we'll go with these two as well. And he is going to be able to go with his Ram Rider, so we'll go with guards and then this, and honestly we'll waste a cannon there just so that we can hopefully defend, and I think we just need a lightning and we'll be good. So starting off with a win, I think that puts us past 1700. So 4-star drop. We'll get some firecrackers. I'm not mad at that. Like I said, we could definitely get much worse than that. And there's some interesting cards here. There's some interesting cards. Monk is on the board. I think we might go with Bard Barrel, and then we'll take the Goblin Hut as our building kind of early on. If he does leave lightning on the board, we'll take that next, just because we don't want him to lightning the hut. And there's also a lot of other lightningable cards, so we'll take that. And then honestly we'll take Prince also. So I'm liking how this is looking so far. We do have We do have bar barrel for the skeleton barrel. I think we just... I think we'll take monk, and then... honestly, we'll go... We'll go Spirit Empress again. That worked out last time. He's crying. I don't know if he was... I don't know if he was planning on taking that card next, but our deck is heavy. Our deck is heavy, so we definitely need some more cycle cards. Maybe we end up taking... you know what? We'll take minions, and then we'll just wait to see what he... We'll just wait to see what his last pick is. Ice Spirit. So he doesn't have a whole lot of... He doesn't have a whole lot of swarm cards right now. So maybe we kind of... Honestly, maybe we go air heavy and take a flying machine. I don't think we drafted a win condition here, but the I'm thinking the Prince should get some value because he doesn't have swarm cards. He does have Inferno Tower for it, but we have lightning to be able to hopefully break through. And I think, yeah, he's going to go with it there, so we will actually lightning this just to reset it and then kill it with the monk and force out something. It's fine by me. And I think the one on the right should connect, and the Valkyrie's going to get a hit. That's not ideal. That's not ideal, but we'll do that to just clear out some of the skeletons and then take care of the musketeer as well. Man, both of those are going to connect. Not a great start. But at least he's going to waste that there. So we will kind of reset, I suppose. As soon as this monk crosses, we'll use the ability to hopefully deflect the musketeer and pretty much kill it. And the flying machine is on the tower, so we'll lightning that just to maybe buy it a bit more time. And Goblin Hut will do a good job at defending pretty much everything. I think he's gonna keep probably going with his he's gonna keep going with his Valkyrie wall breakers push. So we're gonna have to kind of be ready for that. Ooh, this is actually not good. This is not good at all, actually. That skeleton barrel is going to get a good bit of damage. Hopefully he plays a musketeer somewhere where we can lightning both. And then we'll just play this in preparation for whatever side he wants to go in on. Looks like it'll be over there. He's gonna vines nothing there. And we'll just go with this for the musketeer, and then honestly we'll do that just for a couple of chips on the tower, just because every bit of chip damage is gonna matter. And Flying Machine's gonna get on the tower. He's gonna miss the vine, so that'll be another win. This is good. We're now at 17, probably 1730 or so. So we're making some progress. 1740. Still don't have a ranking. I would assume we'd probably need to get up to top 1000 is 2200, so we might need to get to, I don't know, 1900 or so to actually achieve our goal of getting in the top 10,000. But we are on a couple game win streak, so that's good. He's gonna take Monk, so we're gonna take. Honestly, we're gonna take Dark Prince, and we're gonna take Goblin Hut again. Maybe this is a round where we go with a P.E.K.K.A. It might do good against the Royal Giant and the Monk. So I think we'll take that, and then we'll also take Rage to clear out any kind of swarm cards he has. Hey Snap, how's it going? I was meaning to ask, how is the stream? Is it working okay? Because I was trying to figure it out for like literally like an hour. I've been trying to get it to work for the past hour. Every time I would try to stream, it would just it would say like something failed or the output failed, and so I've been trying to get it to work for an hour, and I still don't know, if it's know if it's working okay. So does everything look good? All right, everything's fine. Cool. Hey Rima, how are you? So far this stream, we've played 2 games. We have won both games, so hopefully we can continue the streak. We have a little bit of a weird deck. It is a P.E.K.K.A. Goblin Barrel deck. So we'll see how that goes. Alright, he's going to go with that, so honestly, we'll just rage the Dark Prince as well, just to get a bit more damage on the Royal Giant. We will take a ton of damage, but it's alright. Everything's going good with you. That's good to hear. I'm doing alright. I'll be honest, it was a little bit frustrating this morning because I was trying to figure out the stream for an hour or so. It was like I kept trying to stream, it kept showing up with an issue, and so I had to, I don't know, use a bunch of the different settings, which I had no idea how to really do, and so it looks like it's finally working. I feel like Lumberjack's a little bit mid. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can see that. It seems like, I mean, he does seem like he delivers a good bit of value just because he, like, if he's carrying rage and he drops the rage and rage is 2 elixir, it's like, does that mean the lumberjack himself only costs 2 elixir really? Because um, yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a. I mean, I can see how he's considered kind of mid, but we are kind of chipping away with these goblin barrels, but he's also getting a good bit of damage there. All right, we knew he was going to do that, so we'll rage and then we'll lightning that. It's not the best card to lightning, but yeah, all right. This one's looking a little rough, but Dark Prince is going to get on the tower, so we'll rage that just to get a couple extra hits. We just have to stop the Royal Giant, which is inevitably coming. We'll just rage everything. Please kill it. Alright, we do. How's it going, Yojo? You know what? Kind of a risky move, but the hunter is there, so we'll lightning that. Hopefully get this down. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have lightninged. I don't think we're going to be able to stop this Royal Giant. Knew I shouldn't have lightninged. It was just tempting. The hunter was sitting right there by the tower, but couldn't defend when the counter push came. All right. Well, if you're just joining, we just got past 1,700 medals, and I think we need to get probably close to. Probably close to to 1,900, I would think, in order to maybe even farther to get ranked. Snap, I don't know if this was you yesterday, but I know you didn't like me picking poison, but I picked poison because there's a lot of poisonable cards on the board. Like Witch is there, Rascals are there. There's a lot of. Oh, I didn't even realize it was my turn. I did not mean to pick 3M. I meant to pick Prince just below it. Alright, well, I'm not liking how this one is starting. Yeah, I didn't mean to pick 3 Musketeers. I meant to pick Prince, and I don't know. I guess I just wasn't thinking there. What do I do for a living? I do this for a living. I mean, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing full time. Now I don't have a job. I've thought about maybe getting something part time, like maybe it'd be a good idea to get a part-time job, but I just I haven't yet, because ideally I would want to make this work, because I'd love to do this for a living. I don't know how realistic that is, but that's what I'm doing right now. I think we'll probably go for Rascals just for the Prince. Probably could have gone with Goblins, but he has Fire Spirit, and I think Fire Spirit takes them all out. So I don't know. I'm not. Yeah, my job is Clash, I guess. I guess it's not. I guess it's not technically a job. I mean, it's not like I'm making money off of it yet. So I think a job is. It's kind of. I guess it's just a hobby at this point because I'm doing it. Um, haven't got monetized or anything yet. So and we'll take minor as the win condition just because I don't know if the Goblin Stein is ever gonna break through with the Inferno Tower. And I also don't think I didn't really draft a spell for the Goblin Barrel, so that's pretty much always going to get damage, which is not. I'm just making horrible plays. I meant to put the miner back in my hand and ended up putting it on the map. Kind of crazy that Berserker can just tank a Prince shot. We don't have any elixir for the ghost, so as much as it hurts, we're just gonna have to let it go. This is definitely one of my poorer drafts because I didn't mean to draft 3M. Uh, just because he used his giant and a couple of his other pressure cards like the Prince and the Ghost, we'll go with Three Musketeers and then we'll poison this just because should take care of that. I think we can probably just go for a Berserker on the Ghost. We'll actually put it a little bit lower just because of that. This is a rough start. This is a really rough start. I think the Prince is going to charge as well. Yeah. All right, this was definitely one of my worst drafts. Yeah, he does kind of. The Rascal Boy does kind of remind me of Riley a little bit. We'll go with a miner here just to hopefully protect the Musketeers for a little bit longer. And we have 30 seconds here to go in. So I don't think we're gonna be able to make any kind of push in that time. All right, well, that was definitely one of the worst drafts by me. Um, I think I just realized I need to focus and really kind of lock in during the draft. Kind of like you said, like reading the chat in between games, but then during the actual drafts in the game, focusing on what I'm drafting so I don't make any mistakes. Because I've realized it's super hard for me to talk and play, or talk and draft at the same time. So um, we'll focus up for this one. Mic fumbling? Is the mic not working? Sound a little like a robot. Um, now I'm focusing on the mic and I don't pick in time. Um, is that any better? Like I turn the there's a certain like I don't know, a background noise dampening mode, and I usually don't use it because I don't think that the audio sounds as good, but I turn that different mode on. Does that make it any better? Make it worse? Better, but not the original one. Seems the All right. I'll try to I'll turn off like the fan. I'll turn off the fan, which may be some of the background noise that's coming. Is that any better? Is it worse? It seems like everything is just going wrong today. Like at first the stream wasn't even working, and next it's like working, but now the mic is having issues. So it's just been a rough go today. Good luck. I'm definitely gonna need it in this game. Still robotic. Oh man, I don't know what I can change. Um, all right, I guess I'll turn back on the fan if it doesn't really make it any better, just because it helps to cool down the laptop, prevent it from overheating. I wish I would have done that miner just a little bit earlier, so that it could have tanked for the Spirit Empress, but we'll still get a little bit of damage. Because he has Earthquake, I don't know that we can ever really go in with the Expo. We'll just have to hope he uses it on the Tesla, but looks like he's not going to. What if I just didn't talk? What if it was just like a gameplay, just a gameplay video without any commentary? Try to Expo on defense, just because he can, he can poison that. I mean, he can Earthquake that if he wants, but should still be fine on defense. You like the commentary? Well, thanks, Rima. I guess I'll keep doing it, but um, I apologize if the quality is not great. I'll try to figure out some things after I'll try to figure out some things after the stream is over. I'll try to play around with some settings just because, yeah, it's just things have kind of been all over the place this morning as far as settings and things not working. So I'll try to use that. I'll try to play around with it later. Um, see if I can get things back on the right track. This one's kind of coming down to the wire a little bit. I mean, we're still 600 damage apart, but this is... I'll see us coming back from this. Alright, well, definitely not a good draft. I think we kind of knew that. I think we kind of knew that going into it, though. After it gave us Expo. After it gave us Expo, I think we knew it wasn't going to be good. But... And now we're back at 1650, which is pretty much where we start. I think we started at 1680, just because I played a few games off camera yesterday and got up to 1680. So now we're a little bit behind where we originally started. Gotta sleep. Alright, Snap. Well, thanks for dropping by. Hopefully, good luck with school tomorrow. Hopefully everything goes well. This guy's just going for swarm cards galore. I think we're going to take Zap. I mean, even though we have poison and arrows, just because this whole... Oh, college. Okay. I guess that's... Alright, good luck at college. It's definitely more... College is definitely more challenging, so best of luck with your classes tomorrow. What should we pick for the... I'm thinking maybe we pick Giant or Royal Giant as our win condition. I think we'll pick this just for our building, and then I think we'll take... We'll take Giant as our win condition. We could probably pick Balloon as well, just because most of his air cards, like all the Spear Goblins, we can poison and zap. So actually, we will pick Balloon, just because we should be able to arrow and zap away most of his air targeting cards. I mean, he's still going to get a little bit of chip damage each time, probably with the skeleton barrel, unless we're able to put the goblin hut down. And this is not going to be. This is probably not going to be a super fun game. I can see this being just him spamming us for the entire game. Don't really think we can ever play a witch in the back just because of his rocket. So we'll set up a little bit of defense, and then as soon as we can, we'll go balloon, because now we have enough for zap. So if he goes with his spear, you know what, we'll poison that just because he's gonna play his spear goblins there, and don't think that's gonna get a hit, but alright, this time we'll go with a balloon in front, and then we'll just arrows. We'll arrows that. And balloon should... okay. I was hoping balloon gave us a hit there, but he used bomb tower to pull it back. I think we'll probably have to save. We'll probably have to save the arrows for the goblin barrel, just because we don't. The zap doesn't fully counter it. I guess we'll just have to poison on offense. Don't think we have enough for arrows there, so we'll zap instead. And we keep getting a little bit of chip damage each time, just with the balloon bomb, so kind of starting to make some progress here. Alright, good rocket by him. Ooh. Okay. As of right now, we are in the lead by a good bit. We're going to go on offense here just because he used that. We'll just poison and arrows everything. And we're going to get a little bit more bomb chip damage. This is just looking like it's going to be a spell cycling game. But balloon, okay. Thought balloon was going to break through there. I think we're just, what, one poison away? We just need a poison zap, and I think we'll win the game there. Alright, that one kind of came down to the wire a little bit. Kind of funny, I just realized his clan name was You Got Zapped, and yet we were the one that had the zap and kept zapping his goblins. Alright, that was a good win. There's some interesting, actually some really interesting cards here. We'll go with a bar barrel to start. I always like picking graveyard when it's on the board, especially because there's a witch, there, and no big spell. So maybe we could get knight and witch, or even giant and witch. That might be a good combo. We are gonna take witch, and then we'll take royal delivery as well, just because that's a good answer to it. So we'll take it just so he can't have it. That's another good answer to witch. We'll go for probably a knight next round, as long as he leaves it on there. And then he doesn't have a ton of air cards right now, so we'll take guards, and then probably, yeah, he could take Goblin Curse. That's the problem. That's a good answer to graveyard on the board. I'm thinking we take. He still has very limited air cards, so I think we take probably Spirit Empress, and then honestly we'll take Giant here, just because we still need a win condition. So we'll take Giant. I don't know if we're gonna pick Graveyard yet. Typically this push should be somewhat strong enough on its own, but that makes me want to pick a building. So I think we will. I think we'll take Bomb Tower just for the Ram Rider. And now this is just a giant beatdown deck instead of a graveyard deck, which is fine, because he did have a lot of good answers for graveyard in his hand. He had Valkyrie, he had Golden Knight as well, so I think we're gonna need a Vines as Bard Barrel. And I don't think he has. Okay, I don't remember him drafting a big spell, so we'll go with a Witch in the back. And then okay. Alright, didn't mean for that to dash on everything. And then we'll just go with this in front. Honestly, he's probably just going to go Valkyrie on top of everything. Yeah. Alright. Not a fantastic start right now, but honestly, we'll let all of that go. Then we're gonna need a knight as soon as possible. And I don't think we have enough to really support this push at all, so Alright, well this is not a fantastic position to be in. We'll go with Spirit Empress just as soon as we can. Still not gonna protect the Witch, but it should be annoying. Never mind. This is rough. And that's, yeah, it's going to connect as well. We still haven't touched this tower yet. It might have been a good idea to just not even defend, not even try and draft a building to defend the Ram Rider. We might have just been better off taking Graveyard. And the Witch is still going to live on, like, no health. So, back to another one. Alright, Spirit Empress is on the tower and the Knight is tanking. Ooh, that was a good push. And he's calling out the good game. I don't think we have a big spell though to really end the game. Please, Ram Rider, don't connect. Are you serious? I think we might have just choked the game. No. Okay, we didn't even need that. I think we just lost the game. We don't have a spell. It was one of the worst chokes of all time. That was horrible. All right, well, that was a disappointing game by me there. There's a ton of quite a few ranged cards in this deck, like Magic Archer and Executioner, and he's gonna take that. So honestly, we'll take Poison and then we'll take Monk as well, just because that should be a good deflectable card. We'll go with minions as well, and I think we probably need a backup, like a backup tank on the ground, so maybe we go with I guess we'll go with Cannon for our building. Yeah, that was a sad outcome. Alright, what should our win condition be? I'm thinking maybe we could go Royal Giant as of right now. He doesn't have a building. We'll go Dark Goblin and then maybe Berserker as well. And then for our final card, we can go. We can go with a Royal Giant. Even with Bomb Tower on the board, if we can get a Monk in front of it, we can probably deflect and kill it a little bit quicker. So I'm liking this deck. I'm liking this deck so far. He's gonna go with Goblin Cage instead. So all right. I think we can't make the mistake of going with a Royal Giant in the back, because then you can just get a Magic Archer lineup. We will go with it here though, and then we'll deflect just to buy this some time, and minions should do a pretty good job of taking care of this. Hold on. We're gonna have to arrows that. Um. All right. This is a poor start. Hey, Livin, how are you doing? And yeah, this is a rough start to the game. He's gonna go with that pretty early, so we're not gonna poison that. We're just gonna let that go and then do our same push again. He does have lumberjack for it, but Royal Giant should do well. And then we'll go with kind of high minions to hopefully help out against all of this. And that's not bad. He does have Hog Rider though, so we might be in a bit of trouble. Possibly one of the worst defensive sequences of my career. You sent somebody else? Yeah, you sent somebody else the friend request. I was wondering about that because I looked on Discord afterwards and I didn't see any friend requests. So I was wondering about that. I didn't know if you had accidentally sent it to the wrong person. This poison is not going to do enough, so that's going to be a pretty bad loss. That was another pretty bad draft by me. Honestly, I think this video is gonna be a little. I think the stream is gonna be a little bit shorter. I'm not playing well, not feeling super well either, so this might be a little bit of a shorter stream. Guess we'll take Barbaro first off. This guy's already calling out good game. Does he think he's confident or is he giving up? Looks like maybe he's giving up. Alright, we'll go with Bowler and then Baby Dragon for the minions, for the Mega Minion. Hopefully this guy has given up and we can get a win and move on to the next one. I think we might end up taking vines for the next one. Yeah, we'll take vines and then Dart Goblin. I'm thinking maybe our win condition could be Graveyard. Maybe our last few are like Valkyrie Graveyard. And Cannon or something like that. Alright, he's going to take the only big spell on the board. So, I mean, if he took 3 Musketeers, that would be he could probably do that, but it doesn't look like he's even drafting. It looks like he's just looks like he's either. I mean, he's just because it's going down to the very end of the time limit and then picking a card for him. So, yes, I'm at 11,000 trophies right now. E-Golem. All right, we'll still take Graveyard as the last pick. Yeah, just like I think I'm at 11,059 trophies or something like that. I don't actually play a ton of Trophy Row just because my vines are level 15, and it seems like every game it puts me up against a level 16 Firecracker, and I'm just not able to kill it. So I don't love playing against people that have higher level cards, or um, sometimes I'm the one with higher level cards, and so I think it's just more fair. I don't know. When I do play competitively, I normally play ranked mode just because the card levels are capped and it's just a little bit more fair. And it looks like our opponent has given up, so we're gonna get an easy win, move on to the next game. And honestly, the goal by the end of the stream, our goal is going to be to get to 1750. Um, Maybe a bit of an ambitious goal because I think the highest we've ever gotten is 1740, and now we're at 1650. So can we get there today? I don't know, but we are definitely going to try. We'll take Mini P.E.K.K.A for the first pick, and maybe we. All right. I was hoping he wouldn't pick that, but I guess that's one of the only good answers on the board for Mini P.E.K.K.A, so I probably shouldn't be surprised. There's not really a good spell on the board. It's not really a good spell to be able to kill the Goblin Gang. I guess we'll take Goblin Curse, but yeah, I don't know. There's not arrows or zap or anything. It's just Fireball, so I don't know. Maybe we'll have to take Fireball. I guess we will. I mean, we do need a spell anyway, and the only other spells are pretty much Vines and Tornado. So we'll take that, and then I guess Bomb Tower as our building. Also, we might end up taking. We could take maybe Suspicious Bush or something, because the only real. Seems like the only real solid. The only real solid building left on the board is Goblin Cage. So maybe we could get the Suspicious Bush, force him to choose that. And I think we will. I think we'll take that. Still do not have a win condition. Okay, he's going to take the Goblin Cage. Maybe we go Battle Ram as the last one. Yeah, we'll go Battle Ram for our win condition. I don't hate this deck, but it also doesn't look fabulous. So I guess we'll see how it goes. And he's going to use that there, so I think we will... We'll go with this in the back. He's probably just going to go Lumberjack to defend, I would think. Or that. But Battle Ram is still going to get on the tower, and I think we can just... We'll just go with a P.E.K.K.A. to defend all this. Looks like he's now going to, looks like he's deciding to save his Goblin Cage for the Battle Ram, which is probably a good idea. I don't know how many Goblins we're going to get out of this. Alright, not very many, but at least there's not a counter push. And honestly, he might be tempted to go with a Boss Bandit again to defend. So we'll just go with this at the bridge to hopefully... Okay, this is going to be a little bit troublesome. A lot troublesome, actually. Honestly, kind of a risky... I think it dashed through the fireball. We're going to have to go for a defensive ram, honestly. Just so that we get a couple of barbs to help out. Dude, that Boss Bandit is a menace. Don't even have a good answer for the miner, so we just have to like let it get chip damage. And it looks like he lagged out of the game, so I'm not going to complain at that. I will take a win any day. That was a little bit of a sweaty game, I'll be honest. So 1679 now. He's gonna pick that, so we'll pick Lightning. I think it's a good... I found that it's often a good idea to pick like a big spell early on. So we'll take that, and then we'll take Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well. I think for our building, I guess we'll wait to choose a building for now and just go with a cannon cart and then maybe minions, just because you would think he would either pick Wizard or Flying Machine for the minions, so those are both very lightningable cards. Heal Spirit. Alright, this is an interesting one. He's probably the first person I've ever played against that has picked Heal Spirit in a Mega Draft. I guess for our building, we'll... You know what, we'll take Golden Knight first, just because he hasn't picked any tower targeting unit, so we don't need to pick... We don't need to pick a building just yet. I guess we'll just take Knight as a backup tank. All right, your move, my friend. We'll see what he chooses. Mighty Miner. I'm realizing we don't have a ton of. All right, well he picked Ram Rider, so we are gonna pick. We are gonna take Cannon for that. And honestly, for our last pick, we could take Graveyard. Graveyard is there on the board. I don't see a ton of other great win conditions, and I mean, if we picked Goblin Drill, he could just Valkyrie that. So we will go with Graveyard as the last one. I think his best answer for this is probably a Valkyrie. I could go for Golem. Golem would be, yeah, that would have probably worked as well. We could have done a Golem beatdown deck. Of course, I just don't have Cannon in it. Cannon, of course, is the 8th card, and the Flying Machine is just gonna. Okay, I guess it's targeting the Knight, so the minion will be able to take it out. All right, that start could have been. It could have definitely been a lot worse. And maybe we could go with Graveyard now that the Cannon card is tanking, because he's going to go with a Valkyrie there. So, all right, we're going to get a little bit of damage. I think we'll just go for minions once this crosses the bridge. You know what? I think we'll dash just because he has to spend more elixir if we do. And we are going to get on the tower there. So, good dash. Good dash in my opinion. I think Fireball is his big spell, but I think... Does Fireball like cement the cannon card? Like does it do enough damage to actually... We don't have a good card in our hand for this. So we'll wait for this to like lock onto the Knight and then go with this. Alright, and then we do have a couple of tanks, so we'll go for Graveyard just because the Golden Knight is going to be tanking. And we'll lightning all this here just because the Tesla's there. You know what? We'll lightning that anyway just because of the Flying Machine. Alright, he's gonna predict the cannon. The cannon, which is just not there at all. I was hoping Cannon Cart would get on the tower there, but it did not. I think next time we go with a cannon, we'll go with it in kind of a weird position. We'll go with it over here. Yeah, just because he's gonna miss. Alright, we'll go for another graveyard. No, we will not. Surely he's gonna play something else, but that's not really good enough to Alright, we're lightning the flying machine again, and that should be good game. Hey Fenrir, how are you doing? Sorry, I didn't see your message a couple minutes ago. I was locked in on the game, but um, good to have you here. I noticed you spectating just a little bit earlier, so um, nice to have you in the stream. We just got past 1,700 trophies or medals. The goal is going to be the goal for this video is going to be um, 1750. So if we can end the stream having got past 1750, I'll be happy with that. You were in a call earlier? Was that nice? Was that with someone on like the Discord? Playing with someone on the Discord? I think for this I'm realizing there's not a ton of swarm cards. So maybe we go with Prince, just because I think Prince and Mini P.E.K.K.A both will be good. You woke up early today and waited for my live. That's too sweet. I really appreciate that. I know you texted me earlier. I was trying for like an hour. To to get the live to work, because whenever I uploaded, it said something really weird, like I can't remember exactly what it said, but it mentioned something about like how the output wasn't working, and so I had to play around with the settings and like disconnect and reconnect certain things, and it took a long time, but I finally got it to work. Honestly, I think we could go with, I guess we already have lightning for the E-Wiz. What do we go with here? Honestly, I guess we'll go with Ice Golem just to kite the P.E.K.K.A, and then maybe as the last pick, maybe we go with Three Musketeers. That might be crazy enough to end up working. Yeah, I guess we'll go with 3M as the last pick. Yeah, I am streaming with OBS. I'm not super familiar with it. Like, I played around with it a little bit with some of the settings, but I'm definitely not a professional at it by any means, so I didn't really know what the error code meant. He's gonna go with that in the back, so maybe we just go with Three Musketeers in the back. I mean, he does have poison, but maybe we can kind of split them up a little bit higher. Alright, we're gonna need a Goblin Hut immediately. Alright, that's not bad. We'll go with a Mini P.E.K.K.A in front of this, just to tank for it. And he should still have to answer that, because it'll get a couple shots, I think. I guess just one shot. Okay, you have a friend that uses it daily? Yeah, if so, I'll see if... I'll use it a little bit tomorrow and see if... I guess after I end the stream today, I'll try to I'll play around with it and see if it still gives the same error. And if it does, then we're gonna go for this really high, just to hopefully start spawning some goblins. I mean, yeah, he will probably know a lot more about it than me, and I could definitely use some help if that comes up again, just because I don't know what it means, don't know how to really take care of it. I almost feel like I got a little bit lucky with figuring it out today, because I just had no idea what I was doing. So he'll probably go with a tombstone, so we'll go with fire spirit to hopefully help out. And then I guess just prepare for a defense. He's going to use his poison there, though, so as soon as the poison dies off, we can just split these and hopefully... Bad fire spirit. Alright, well, we're about even in damage. We'll go with these off to the side. And then maybe we can kite the P.E.K.K.A. over, kind of. I think that was a bad lightning. I thought we hit the tower with that as well, but we hit the ghost, which was already pretty much dead. Hopefully he uses poison a little bit earlier on the musketeer, and now we can put this a little bit higher. And then hopefully this P.E.K.K.A. gets kited over. I think I'm gonna have to start like lightning cycling, because he's poison cycling, and so we're gonna have to start using lightning, because he's poisoning and vinesing. Go Mini P. I think I thought Mini P.E.K.K.A. was gonna get a hit there. I think we should still win, though. And we do. That was a sweaty game. We were both kind of trying hard at that, but we do end up coming out on top. I think if we win this next game, we might... I don't know. It's going to be probably a little bit of a shorter stream. I'm thinking of maybe just ending it after, if we do end up winning on this, because we'll end at 1750. At least. So kind of an interesting selection. We'll take Prince. If we take Switch, we might end up going Rocket if he chooses Witch into this. Normally I don't love choosing Rocket, but we'll pick it if he chooses, just because there's a lot of big spell. There's a lot of cards that are susceptible to big spells, like Three Musketeers, and Archer Queen is there as well. So that may be something we end up choosing. You know what? I haven't decided yet. I haven't made up my mind. Maybe we do keep streaming after this game. I'm not sure. I'm not playing super well today. I'm not feeling fabulous either. So That's the only reason why I suggested. That's the only reason why I suggested it, but I haven't decided yet if we're gonna keep going or not after this game. So I guess we'll just see. We'll see how this game goes. We could probably choose Rage as well. Rage usually works well with Prince. So we'll choose that, and then I guess we'll choose Knight as well for kind of a um, secondary tank. You have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Is that for your? I'm guessing that's for your treatment, and is it physiotherapy? Is that what it's called? What time is? You know what? Because he chose that, I think. Okay. I was like, you know what? Because he chose that, I'm gonna choose Rocket next time. But he beat me to it. So this is this is tough. We might. I think we might choose Golden Knight just because Golden Knight is typically does okay against Three Musketeers. Is your doctor's appointment in the like? Oh, I guess what time is it for you? Because maybe I can. If it's when I normally stream, I can. I can plan my stream around that just because, I'm pretty free all day. What is this deck by this guy? Um, I don't have a win condition right now, and I still don't. But giant skeleton. Yeah, that would have been a good card to add, maybe instead of Golden Knight. I wish I saw your message earlier. Like it popped up as soon as I picked the last card. This is probably going to be a painful match just because he has the only big spell. He also has Witch and Three Musketeers, and we don't have a win condition, so um, I'm not looking forward to this. I think we might just Prince and then Rage. Go Prince. All right. Yeah, I'm already not liking this matchup. Just has swarm cards. He has so many swarm cards. Skeleton King with its ability, Witch, Goblin Hut, Three Musketeers, and we don't have. I don't have any way of of rushing him necessarily. Oh, I hate this matchup. I guess we'll just delivery on this, and that should almost kill the Musketeer at least, right? If it doesn't lock in, I'm trying to lock in. This is just it's going to be a tough matchup because I don't have a big spell for his Witch or his 3M. My only swarm clearing card is the Rage. But he has so much. He has Witch, Skeleton King, Goblin Hut, so I'm definitely going to need more swarm killing, and I don't have it. So we're going to try to go in here just because he spent 3M on the back. So, alright, we'll get something on the tower there. Rough. Yeah, I will try to go aggressive with the Golden Knight when he goes with it in the back. He just didn't go with it in the back that time. The Rage should kill that Musketeer, right? We'll just delivery on this to clear out some of the skeletons. I mean, okay, I was going to say, as of right now, he hasn't touched our tower, but that just changed. But he does have Rocket, so it's like, I don't think either of us are really going to break through. Okay, he just went with that in the back, so I guess, okay. That was a horrible Golden Knight ability. We'll just delivery on this side. Oh, this is not the game. Alright, well, he just went in there, so... We just can't break through. We just can't break through all of his swarm. I totally forgot he even has Graveyard. I was hoping the Golden Knight would dash just a second later after the Musketeer died, but it didn't. Right to the cannon cart. Go. Yeah, that was doomed from the start. All right, well, good news for you, Fenrir. We didn't win that game, so we are going to keep playing. I'm not going to end the stream here. We're gonna keep going. This is an interesting pool of cards. We will take a monk first play. I do like choosing the monk when he's on the board, and we're up against. You know exactly what kind of player we're up against. Chooses Boss Bandit second play. We might go with, honestly, kind of risky, but we'll go with Recruits. We'll go with Recruits and then Bomb Tower, just because that's a good counter to it. Maybe we end up building a Pigs deck. Fenrir, I know you like using Recruits Pigs, so maybe that's what we use. Maybe that's what we use today. The rest of me is not feeling good. What do you mean? Oh, if the rest of me is not feeling good? I mean, it's not like I'm sick or anything. It's just like a little bit of drowsiness, a little bit of a stomach ache, but it's like it's not bad. It's not like I'm doing terrible. So I'm thinking we do have arrows for the bomber, which is good. We'll go minions just because right now he has limited air defense, and because of that, maybe we just exploit that. Maybe we go Spirit Empress as well. And then I guess last card will be Pigs. He still doesn't have a building right now. Okay. He could take Bowler, but we have Monk, so we'll take Pigs. We'll play a Recruits Pigs deck with arrows and bomb tower. Monk is there as well, so maybe we could, if we get a monk in front, maybe we could reflect the executioner. Good luck, sir. All right. Well, this guy's not wasting any time. We'll kind of split minions to kind of go to both lanes, and then we'll arrows that immediately. And this is not a bad start. I can see why Recruits is so powerful. It's like we're already taking both towers. Phoenix is going to respawn as well. This is probably the most... Cuppy's here? How's it going? I don't think I've seen you in any of the streams yet. So I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for believing in me. We're up against a boss bandit player, but we do have recruits, so we're actually not doing bad. This is probably the most. I would think this is the most dominant start I've had yet, because I don't think we've played a single game where we've just taken a whole tower on our first push and taken half the second tower. So Fenrir, I can see why you like this deck. This is I would say it's probably one of the if not the best decks in the game, just for being easy to play. Just because this is just easy deck to play. All right, we'll let the Phoenix die, I guess. And then try to maybe kite those back a bit. Alright, this is a little scary because the boss bandit's still alive, but should be good. Now I understand why it's brain dead. Yeah, I could see why. It's just a very easy deck to play. You know what? We will let those wall breakers connect just because they shouldn't do much. We will hogs in his face, and that'll be a good win. That'll be a good win. I do like that deck. I do like Recruit's Pigs. It's simple. You just kind of split everything, and they have to defend both. So maybe I've been doing it wrong. Maybe I just need to draft recruits every time they're on the board. But they are not on the board, so no recruits this time. Thank you, Cuppy. Thank you for your belief in me. He's gonna take Fireball, so I guess we'll take Barb Barrel, and then you know what? Maybe we'll take Earthquake. Maybe we can do a like a piggy's Earthquake deck. Like he does have Fireball, so maybe I don't know. I don't know if we still try to go with it, but we'll take Bomb Tower again. And then maybe we go with a monk as well. It would be kind of... Giant Skeleton looks good. It does actually. I think we'll take Giant Skeleton. We'll take Giant Skeleton next time. We could build like a Giant Skeleton Witch deck. I know that oftentimes giant skeleton's annoying when you have like a witch or something behind. Dart Goblin or Goblin Gang, that would probably be good as well. We'll take... Yeah, I guess we'll take Goblin Gang and then Giant Skeleton. We'll take both of those. We still don't really have a win condition, so should we go with Royal Hogs? Would that be a good bet? Or should we choose something else? Alright, he's going to take Goblin Curse. Yeah, I guess Recruits is definitely matchup dependent, because if you're playing somebody with Witch or Wizard or something, then it just seems like you're going to pretty much struggle every time. Hogs or Graveyard? That's a good call. We'll go with a Witch. And then we may end up... I mean, he did choose Goblin Curse, though, so I don't know if... We'll probably go with Royal Hogs for the next one, just because we don't want to choose Graveyard into a Goblin Curse. All right. Well, we do have some answers here for his Royal Giant. We have Bomb Tower. We have some good ground units card. He's gonna Lumber Loon. Did he actually have? Was Balloon on the board? Because if so, he probably could have Lumber Looned, and it probably would have been a good choice by him, honestly. We're not gonna try and support that. That's probably all dead anyway. So I guess we'll kind of split this. All right, he's gonna curse for his couple of goblins there. I think every time we'll try to witch. We'll try to witch high, just because we don't want him to fireball the tower. Hold on just a second. Thanks for your faith in me, Cuppy, but this is a little scary because there is a raged Royal Giant on my tower. And we don't have any elixir. That Mighty Miner is going to take my whole tower. Alright, well that's lesson one on don't overspend. Because when you overspend, then they put a Mighty Miner in the other lane, and you're done for. I probably should have known he was gonna... I mean, obviously I know what his deck is because we both drafted, but probably should have known that was a bad idea. Yeah, that was well played. He knew that I was low on elixir and went in. Alright, he's going to use his fireball there, so we'll actually go Royal Hogs in the other lane, just because he doesn't have fireball for them anymore, and we can just monk to protect over here. But we don't have any time left to win. All right, well that was well played by him. That was well played. I think if that Mighty Miner, if we just hadn't overspent on the Goblin Gang, we would have been a much different story. But at least the good news is that it's a new game. It's a new start. We can newly draft our cards again. And I think for the everyone always picks lightning first play, which is the card that I want to pick. So I guess we'll pick knight first. What doesn't do? What does lightning not do well against? Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe we have some kind of like bridge spam deck, like with Royal Ghost and Princess and whatnot. Of course, he's just picking all the cards that lightning does well against now. I guess we'll go guards and then. Um, I guess Princess. I guess Princess as well. This is kind of an interesting combination of cards. Usually, you don't see these cards all in a deck together. Because we still need a spell, we will take arrows, and then maybe Rascals. Battle Ram for the win condition. That would be a good win condition. I think we could make that work. As of right now, he doesn't have a building. I would assume he would draft one at some point, but we'll take Bomb Tower, and then if he doesn't draft a building for this one, then we can take Battle Ram because I think it'll do well if he doesn't have Inferno Tower or something. If he picks Inferno Tower, I think we're done for, but he doesn't. So we will pick Battle Ram as the win condition. Alright, we'll see how this deck goes. We'll just start by pressure in the bridge. Alright, I think we should probably just go Bomb Tower to defend all this. And then we'll go with a Ghost kind of on all these support cards in the back to hopefully splash and kill most everything. And that's not a bad defense. Thank you, Guppy. I see you're my little cheerleader on the sidelines. Alright. Well, hopefully we won't lose this one. Hopefully we can turn things around. We'll go with... Oh, that was meant to be... Knight was meant to be in front of that. But that should still... Yeah, that should still connect even with that. And that's a good bit of damage. I'm happy with that. We'll kind of go like this. Not the best defense, but we also didn't take too much damage, so not bad, not bad. He had no elixir. I mean, yeah, he did spend a lot on the... He did spend a lot on the Spirit Empress. We'll go with this to just tank a couple of the Spirit Empress shots. Oh, I don't know about this. We'll just arrows everything sitting here. We did take a good chunk of damage on the right, but Gotta get your pizza rolls. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. He also has lightning, so we have to be a little bit cautious of that. Our princesses are kind of accumulating though. But that's not good. The Goblinstein got to the tower. Alright, we have a singular guard in front, tanking. It's not going to get to the tower. Oh, I did not mean to play the bomb tower in that position. These Spirit Empresses, though, are just piling up. Thankfully, we can take a little bit of damage on that side. He has lightning, but I don't think it'll do enough. As long as we can defend. Okay. Oh. I was worried that Magic Archer was going to splash my tower. I think we just barely won that by like 50. We won that by 89 damage. That was just that was pretty much as close as we could get to losing without losing. All right, we're kind of hanging around the 1750 range. So why don't people use Zappies? That's a good question. I think they are kind of an underrated card. You know what? Next time Zappies are on the board, I will choose them. So if Zappies are there, we'll take it. Right now, we'll just kind of continue to draft somewhat safe cards. Yeah, that was really close. That was a little bit stressful there near the end because I thought the Magic Archer might line up with the tower, but I think it was just out of range. We do need some kind of air card for that. And the Inferno Tower wouldn't, or the Inferno Dragon wouldn't do a lot, so we'll take the Spirit Empress. And then I guess we'll take Tesla as well. Yeah, like Zappies, I think they're a really good card. They just kind of like what Fenrir was saying. It's like I've only seen them in a couple decks. Okay, this guy's just going completely air heavy, so we're gonna need to take all the air cards we can. So I think Little Prince is probably another one we can use. And what else? Maybe E-Spirit would be a good pick. Wall Breakers or Royal Hogs would be... Yeah, that would be good for what he has right now. I think we'll take... we might take... I guess Snowball would be a good... We'll take Snowball for, I guess, both the Minion Horde and the Goblin Barrel, and then we'll probably take... Okay, he's going to take Royal Hogs. So Might have to take wall breakers. I guess he doesn't have a building, I don't think. And our cycle is quick, so maybe we can outcycle um, whatever cards he plays to defend. I think I played that just a little bit too late, so one of the pigs is gonna go to the tower. Honestly, I think our best answer for this is I kind of have to go with a little prince, right? And then use the ability. Please get off in time. Yeah, I didn't get off in time, but that's alright. The guardian should still... This is a bit scary. We don't really have anything to stop that, and that's the other thing. I didn't draft a whole lot of ground units, so we don't really have any ground cards. So I think we might have to save our knight for... We might have to save our knight for the cannon cart. But I guess he has prince as well, so I don't know. It's like I think he did a good job drafting, because he got prince and cannon cart, and both of those kind of require ground troops to counter, and we only have knight really as our only ground card. I don't know. It only allows you to, at least in Mega Draft, it only allows you to play it in the air version. So it is kind of bugged in that sense, where you can't play the ground card. Also, in the future, I'll probably have to split wall breakers, just because I'll have to split him just because he has log, so he's gonna just continue to log both. I think we should be able to let that go for the most part, and hopefully... Okay, that's good. I was gonna say, hopefully the Spirit Empress kind of stays at the bridge. And now we'll split these. I should probably stop using my snowball on offense, because I need it to defend the barrel. Alright, this time we'll use the ability correctly. Don't know why I played the snowball like that. I keep saying I should do something and then I don't. I don't think we took any damage there though. So we'll go for another little Prince Guardian. And at least the cannon cart died over there. He's going to go with his pig, so we have to use the Guardian, and then he's still going to get some damage. Okay, so it's like if that still gets a hit, then this is just tough to break through. I don't see how we're gonna break through with 10 seconds. We gave it a we gave it our best shot, but I don't think we just didn't have enough ground cards for the prince and the cannon cart. Kind of had to save our knight for one or the other. I think from what I found, wall breakers they can be a good win condition, but they're also they're so easy to counter that we couldn't really rely on them to get damage every time, and so we were just kind of stuck defending. We didn't really have much of an offense, so that was I think that definitely could have been better drafted by me there. We'll start with. I guess we'll start by drafting a big spell, and then we'll take probably mini P.E.K.K.A. as well. I think it's hard to go wrong with mini P.E.K.K.A. I think it fits in a lot of decks. It's good at countering. You're gonna go to sleep now, Rima? All right. Why are you thanking me? Thank you for joining and supporting, and hopefully you have a good sleep. We'll take Baby Dragon as well, and then I guess regular minions also. Just we might need a little bit more air defense against the Spirit Empress. And this is another guy that's just going all in on the air car. I wonder if he's going to pick Lava Hound as his. I wonder if he's going to pick Lava Hound as his win condition. If so, we have very. He probably is, honestly. He probably is going to pick. He probably is going to pick Lava Hound. You might be off soon, Fenrir. That's alright. I think we're not going to be. I think we're going to wrap up the stream fairly soon. So if you need to go, that's all right. We'll try to just finish the stream at above 1750, and then I'll be happy with that. Should we have as our? What if we did like a? We could have like E-Giant as the win condition. We haven't used E-Giant yet. Okay, I think we all knew he was going to pick that. We don't have a building though to pull the Lava Hound. We are gonna go with E-Giant. It's kind of a. I don't usually pick that as a win condition, but. Is it night? No, it's the afternoon for me now. It's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, so you know what? We're just gonna go with this right off the bat. Yeah, it's about 3 p.m. in the afternoon, so my brother is gonna be coming home from school soon. It's just 3:20 in the afternoon. And we ended up getting just a tiny bit of damage. We have like quite a few air answers, but they're pretty much all. He can pretty much arrow any of them. Like he can arrow the minions. He can arrow the archers. So I don't know how this is gonna go. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is gonna get on the tower though and get 2 hits. So that is a huge amount of damage. He's gonna go Lava Hound in the back, so we'll go in and try to take this tower. And I think we can probably bait out the arrows by going archers up here, right? Oh, this is not going to be fun. He's not going to use the arrows, so we'll use the minions over here. And then kind of a berserker to maybe tank a couple of the shots. And that was not bad, honestly. That could have been much worse. Mega Minion is going to get a couple shots on our tower, but overall, we could have easily lost our whole tower there. So we're lucky that we didn't. Hopefully we can force out the arrows. You know, we'll just go with this to defend. Now we can go with these because he used both of those. And this is going a little bit better than I thought, actually. There's only 10 seconds left, so we should win this game. I was a little bit worried about that. I worried that he would be able to arrow any of the air cards, but we actually did all right there. I think we'll see how many trophies we're at. We're at 1738. So if we can win this game and end above 1750, I think we'll end the stream after this point. If we can win this game, so that's going to be the goal. Win this game. Thanks, Fenrir. I played that as best I could. It kind of had a lot of cards I don't normally use. Like, I don't usually use archers or spear goblins, so didn't know how that was gonna work out. But the goal is going to be to win this game, end it on a win, end it above 1750, and honestly, we'll take Monk on the board. I see Graveyard as well, and we already have Poison, so maybe that'll be a good ending. We can aim to get a Graveyard deck. I mean, Goblin Curse is on the board as well, and it seems like he's picking good counters to the Graveyard. So we won't commit to a Graveyard just yet. We'll kind of draft cards that are still a safe bet if we end up choosing something else. I don't know. I don't think Pigs would be a very good choice to pick as a win condition, just because pretty much all of his cards right now are splash, with the Bar Barrel and the Dark Prince and Valkyrie. So this could be an E-Giant deck. This could be another E-Giant deck depending on what he picks. I've seen some Monk E-Giant decks. I think someone in our clan actually plays E-Giant with Monk, and it might have Mini P.E.K.K.A. as well. So we'll take Goblin Curse for the Skeleton Army, and now that we have that, we actually might end up choosing. We might end up going through with a Graveyard deck, just because. Oh, I meant to pick Firecracker there because we don't have any air defense right now, and Balloon is still on the board. That might end up costing us. Honestly, as much as I want to pick Graveyard, I think we have to pick Archers just because Balloon is on the board. And if he did pick Balloon, we would have had nothing to counter it. At least we have a win condition. We have Goblin Barrel, so it's gonna connect, isn't it? We have Goblin Barrel, so if he does end up playing a Skeleton Army by his tower to defend the barrel, maybe we can use that to our advantage. Yep, Shearing Sheep is the E-Giant player. I watch her sometimes, so that probably would have been a win condition that worked. And we're not going to use the reflection just because. How do those keep connecting? I guess I just need to play it a second earlier. He's going to use that there. Please turn something into a goblin. Okay, we get a couple goblins that didn't die to the Valkyrie, so we'll take a little bit of damage there. Oh my gosh, this is... It's crazy, because whenever I play wall breakers, they never seem to connect, and then whenever I play against someone with wall breakers, they always seem to connect. And it seems like I never have the answers in hand for it, so it's like that. It's like the duality of wall breakers. When I play them, it never seems to work, but when my opponent plays them, they always seem to connect on my tower. Alright, well, we'll go with kind of a deep barrel over here. Hopefully he misses his bar barrel, and he'll just go with a Valkyrie instead. He's probably going to go with wall breakers behind, but I think we have enough troops there that it's not gonna do much. And honestly, we'll go for an ability there, just so that the mini P.E.K.K.A. hopefully gets a little bit of time to do some damage, and this game is over before it even began. We're gonna throw in the towel. There's no way. Every time we're just one game away from 1750, and I'm wanting to get there so we can end the stream. It's like we just don't ever get there. It's like we're stuck at 1740. I guess we'll pick arrows to start. Good game. I don't know if it was a good game. That was a bad game by me there. Yeah, it's a loop. It's like it always seems like we're doing well, we're making progress, and then we just go backwards. Kind of like you with the Ultimate Champion push. It's like you keep making a little bit of progress and then keep falling backwards. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if we won this game and then lose the next one, just so that we're one game away again and then we lose again. What should we pick here? Rascals might be a good pick, and then maybe there's not a single log on the board though, or like a. So maybe we end up picking Goblin Barrel. We'll actually take Fireball as well, just for the Ice Wizard. It's gonna be like 10 days now. You're still not an Ultimate Champion yet. That's rough. Because he doesn't really have. We'll take Skeleton Army just because we have arrows, so he may struggle to kill them if they're on our side. And then we'll take Furnace as well. For the last pick, we might end up going with. I meant to. Okay, all right, that's not bad. I meant to pick Lava Hound just because he has limited air defense, but Balloon is not a bad choice either. So we should be able to Balloon, and then just Fireball the Ice Wizard wherever he plays it, and I think that's his only real air card. So we should hopefully be able to rely on that as our way of getting damage. Did he draft a win condition, by the way? I don't remember him drafting. I don't remember him drafting a win condition. But maybe he did and I just missed it. You know what? We'll go for this, and then whenever he goes with his Ice Whiz, we'll fireball it. And he's already back to cannon. He has a pretty quick cycle, so don't know. I would think his cycle is much quicker than ours. I guess Suspicious Bush is a win condition. I didn't even really think about that, but I guess he does have a win condition in the Suspicious Bush. But we do have a lot of swarm cards in the Goblin Hut and the Skeleton Army, so we should be able to defend okay. Alright, we're kind of breaking through a little bit. I don't think he has a small spell that's able to reach all the way back here, so I think we can. Ooh, that was a good play by him. I forgot he even had Tornado. We'll go with this just because we have some tanks, and then fireball that. I think we'll have to start playing Goblin Huts for his bushes. Yeah, his cycle is much quicker, so he's able to get to cannons and ice wizards incredibly quickly. I think we'll Dark Prince in this instead because he's probably expecting, probably expecting me to go with the Skeleton Army. At this point, we might just have to fireball cycle. Hopefully that hits both. Okay. This is a close game, for sure. We're like 60 health apart. We're gonna start putting these in the back to hopefully build up a little bit of a push because he doesn't have a big spell or anything that he can use while they're by the tower. What is this guy? I guess he's just pulling them all around the map. Alright, and we do get several spear goblins on the tower, so as long as we can defend and don't take a million suspicious bush damage, we should be okay. And I think that's gonna, it's gonna tornado it back. I was gonna say that's gonna bypass the cannon, but he ended up pulling it back. And that should do it. Furnace is on the tower. We're going to win that game, and honestly, judging by the cycle, we're probably going to lose the next one. But we're playing it anyway. If we win this, then we'll end the stream on that. We'll end above 1750, and we'll start out with we'll start out with a fireball. We'll start drafting a big spell. Good game. That one actually did feel like a good game. I think I played okay there, and we did a good job at drafting. So He's gonna pick that, so I guess we'll take. Um, we'll kind of take an air related deck. We'll take Baby Dragon and Phoenix. There's a lot of air cards on the board. Maybe we could draft an air heavy deck, and if he leaves Tesla on the board, then we'll take that as our building, just because it's looks like the only building that is able to target air. We could build a balloon deck right now, but it kind of hinges on him leaving Tesla, and he does. So we'll take Tesla, and then Spirit Empress as well. So we're just gonna draft as many air cards as we can, and hope that we can just win by overwhelming him. And he kind of knows what we're going with, so he's gonna draft that. We'll take arrows, just so we have a secondary spell, and we can take care of the rascal girls or the minions. And we do need something that ends up touching the ground, though, at some point. So we'll take guards just to kind of rely on for defense. And yeah, he's going to take giant skeleton, so honestly, we are going to take Balloon as the last one. Balloon will be our win condition. Executioner is still there, which would actually be a pretty good pick. Hopefully he doesn't pick it, but I have a feeling he's going to. Yeah, maybe I should have drafted more ground cards, because right now I think it's just Tesla and guards that we're kind of relying on for our ground defense. So maybe it would have been a good idea to draft Mini P.E.K.K.A. or something as well. He's gonna go 3 Musketeers immediately. We'll fireball this while it's by the tower, and then just probably guards over here. I think we just lost the game. Every time it's this cycle of doing well, winning, and then just immediately losing. All right. Yeah, that rose is how I feel right now. Wilted. Hopefully the Phoenix goes. Oh, I guess it's not going to go back. And I think we'll just arrows this to take care of that. Take care of that for the most part. All right. Well, endless loop. Honestly, we might just end the stream here. My guy is snoring. Alright. Yeah, I did not draft enough ground cards. Another poor draft. Another poor draft. Don't you love this? Don't you love this game, Fenrir? You start to make a little bit of progress, and then you just immediately lose it all. This is a fun game. Fun game. I love this game. Every time they draft lightning every time. I guess we'll take the only other big spell. I mean, I guess rocket's there, but we'll take poison just because it's a bit cheaper. And then there are. We'll take Tesla. Just because. Yeah, just because it can target air, and there's a lot of air cards on the board with minions and balloon. So this time we'll make sure to draft a good amount of ground cards. So we'll take Knight. We'll also take. We'll take Log as well, because maybe we do some kind of we could build some kind of log bait deck with like spear goblins and goblin barrel. Okay, he's gonna pick goblin barrel. All right, change of plans. I guess we're gonna be building. I don't even know what deck we should be building, but we'll take Goblin Demolisher just for the splash damage, and because that's kind of a not really. I mean, I guess it's kind of a win condition. It's not a super reliable win condition, but this is actually kind of looking like a. It kind of looks like a Goblin Drill deck, like Goblin Demolisher and Knight Tesla. This is kind of a. It looks like a fairly typical drill deck, so maybe okay. I guess we'll go Lumberjack and then maybe Goblin Drill as the win condition. I mean, we could. He doesn't have a. Okay, I was gonna say he doesn't have a building, but now he does. So definitely can't pick Balloon into that. I think we will go Goblin Drill as the last one, just because I don't really think any of the other win conditions. He hard counters you. The last guy hard countered me, or this guy. Hopefully not this guy, but. Of course we don't have log in the starting hand. We will poison that. We should just be able to go with Knight here and be good. I picked Goblin Drill. Yes. I mean, I guess he does have quite a few answers. Yeah, he does have Mega Knight and Dark Prince, so I guess he does have a good bit of answers for it. Alright, it's good that the wizard targeted that, because now it's pretty much going to be dead coming the other way. Alright. Not a fantastic start. I think we'll need the knight as well, just because the wizard is there. Man, this guy's like every Mega Knight player ever. I don't know why I played that into a wizard. We're just going to preemptively drop that there just because we know he'll play something. Which card did I vote for? I actually didn't vote for a... Didn't vote for a card yet. What is that? What is that for? Is that for... Like, I didn't really understand... I didn't really understand what that was... What that was for. Is that... Like what card you're voting for to get a hero, or like I didn't really understand what the voting was for, so I haven't voted yet, but saw some other people in the clan did, and this is looking like a good game. Don't think that we can... Don't know that we're going to break through. I mean, hold on. We're actually making not bad progress. We got a little bit of damage. He does have lightning, though. Please. That might be a sign to end the stream. $16.79. This is rough. We're going backwards. Dude, everyone drafts lightning in the first play. It's like, it's ridiculous. Everyone... Take a break. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Honestly, we're just gonna try to win one more, and then just end it on a win. And this guy's just drafting every spell in the game. Originally, I was planning on doing like at first I was thinking maybe we do like a spam cycle and just spam him with bats and guards and skeleton barrel, and there's just so many skeletons on the board, and then he picked Goblin Curse, so don't know how viable that's gonna be. We'll take Rascals, I guess, just for the P.E.K.K.A. And then we'll actually take Skeleton King as well. I mean, maybe we do go with kind of a skeleton swarm. Fisherman. It actually might be. It might not be a bad idea to go with like pigs. Three Musketeers. I mean, he has lightning, so gold. I was gonna say, I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know about. I guess we'll take, we'll take Miner as our win condition. I was gonna take pigs, but then he took Golden Knight as well. So, um, with the Golden Knight and the Witch and the P.E.K.K.A., I don't know. Don't know how well they would fare. We'll drop a poison on that. Maybe a little bit of an ambitious poison, but it's by the tower, and I think the Mega Minion should kill it. So not mad about that. What is his win condition, by the way? I don't think he. I mean, what he drafted P.E.K.K.A. and Witch, but I don't think he has any. He doesn't actually have any like tower targeting unit, right? Not that I can remember, at least. So we'll go with this because yeah, he's gonna want to go with his Golden Knight. That should be pretty well defended. And we don't have enough for poison yet, so we won't poison. I thought the Mega Minion was gonna get a hit there, but it did not. I mean, as of right now, this round is not going too bad. We have a good bit of damage. He hasn't really touched our tower. We're gonna do this on the other side just to hopefully force something out over there. And the Golden Knight is tanking for that Goblin, so he's actually gonna get a bit of damage there. I mean, as long as we can keep going Miner and Poison, he's gonna have to answer it. He can't just ignore it forever. We're actually gonna go with a defensive Skeleton Barrel. Hopefully the Witch can kill it. This is a bit scary, but we should just be able to go with Miner, Poison, and win, right? Are you... No, please, please. Okay. I was panicking there for a second. We had a whole Golden Knight and a swarm of goblins on our tower, so we almost lost that. Yeah, it feels like... This feels like gambling, because I'm like, just one more game, just one more. We're going to play just one more game. But we have to win in order to end the stream, because we can't end on a loss, so... If this guy picks Lightning... Okay. I was going to say, if this guy picks Lightning first play, then... but we're going to pick Lightning, because everybody... Apparently everybody picks... Everybody picks Lightning first off, so... That's what we're going to do. We'll take Lightning, and then... I guess Delivery as well. Yeah, that was... I was a bit of a heart attack there. I honestly thought we were going to lose for a second, but... And we probably would have if he played something to defend the Miner, because I think the Miner got a few hits, and that's what really did the damage. Okay. He's going to go with Boss Bandit, so maybe we go... maybe we go with like a Golden Knight and then a Witch. Golden Knight is a pretty good answer, and then we will. I mean, Rocket's on the board, but we'll still pick the Witch, just because she should do good at defending both the Boss Bandit and the Royal Ghost. And this is looking like possibly we could pick Graveyard with this if the stars align. Honestly, kind of a risky play, but we're actually gonna take Goblin Gang instead. I was thinking maybe we take Minion Horde, but I don't know how that would have gone. So we'll just take Goblin Gang and then Berserker, and we may end up taking Tesla as well. Maybe Tesla and Graveyard could be our last couple, depending on what he chooses here. Ram Rider. Yeah, I think we are gonna need Tesla. We'll choose Tesla just because, you know, it can defend the Spirit Empress as well, which we might need. I just hope he doesn't pick Goblin Curse, because if he does, that would kind of make me think twice about choosing a Graveyard. But okay, he doesn't, so we will pick Graveyard with this. And we have a Golden Knight Witch Graveyard deck. He didn't pick Rocket either, so we should be good to put witches in the back, have the Golden Knight to tank, and then that might end up working out okay. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't pick. Yeah, just a little surprised that he didn't pick. Rocket or Goblin Curse. I mean, you would think that. I would think he'd pick it. Pick one of those two at least. And you know, we're not gonna go a Graveyard with that. It was tempting, but we'll just let that go. Probably a little bit of a high Tesla. Probably a little bit too high, but it's all right. And do we lightning this? I don't. We won't. I mean, I don't think the Spirit Empress has a ton of health, so kind of tempting to rocket it, but we won't. We'll just go like this, and then Tesla for the Ram Rider, and I think we'll have to go for a Berserker as well, just to tank a couple of these shots. All right. Well, this is an interesting start. Neither of us have really touched the other's tower. And you know what? We will lightning that. Just because it's pretty much going to kill it. And hopefully, okay, it's gonna dash on 1 HP. So we'll go with okay, the Golden Knight is just barely tanking. So we do have a tank for the Graveyard, and we'll get a little bit of damage. Berserker is going to get a chip on the tower. Alright, this is going to be the defense of our lives here. And it's not going to be a great defense. I mean, the graveyard's gonna get a tiny bit of damage, I guess. Honestly, he's gonna log probably, so we'll have to delivery as well. Kind of a wasted ability. And honestly, he's just gonna keep. He's probably just gonna keep using Heal Spirit with that. But you know what? We'll dash just for the extra damage on the boss bandit, and our witches are kind of accumulating a little bit. Alright, as long as we can survive for 20 seconds, we will be good. Because we can just lightning. And I think we are going to win because Royal Delivery is going to be on the tower. Hallelujah! And then we'll lightning just as a cherry on top, and we're gonna win that one. We're gonna escape with that. Honestly, I think we're gonna end the stream there. My back's aching a little bit. I think I'm gonna go get something to eat. Gonna rest up, try to figure out the stream issues that were coming up earlier. But we ended at 1737, which is not bad. It's a little bit higher than where we started. So, Fenrir, anyone else in the chat, thank you for joining. I really appreciate your support, and we should be back here tomorrow, assuming that the stream and everything works out okay. But hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you either in the next stream or in the next video.